your laptop? Or Viswas, are you connected from your laptop? Yeah. So can you just download the file from the WhatsApp and get started with where were we yesterday?
Sure, just a second. Yeah, so should I share the screen?
Yeah, so who is going to share? Would like to share the screen, and is it Tanu or Vishwas who is going to share?
Yeah, you need to enable the screen sharing.
Yeah, so you are going to share, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
Is my screen visible?
It's still loading.
It's still showing loading. Can you stop sharing and again share resource? No.
Actually, my operating system is different. That's why.
Okay. So give me just 1 second. Sonakshi is also joining. So she's gonna share the screen maybe within 1 second. Yeah, she has joined. Maybe she's gonna share that one. Sonakshi, can you share your screen?
Please make her host, Vishwas.
Make her watch.
Hey, hi guys.
Yeah, Sonakshi.
Should I start sharing my screen?
Yes, please.
Oh, sure. It's visible, right?
Yes, it is. So, guys, where were we? What are the things we have done? Can anyone quickly recap that?
We were
Yesterday,
discussing steps
actually,
for recruitment.
anyone can just quickly what we were doing yesterday.
Actually, yesterday I wasn't here, but when I watched the video, I saw that yesterday we learned about how to go through your resume interviews process, and then what are the information that you're supposed to put on your resume, and then after interview, what you expect from HR, and then job you apply, and then applications that you withdraw, and the resume you build, and then a company review and comment, and then information that's supposed to put on your resumes. That is a video that I watched this morning, and then so that's what we relayed yesterday about.
Yeah. So yesterday we were talking about the position for which the hiring happens in any organization and the candidate who is being evaluated for any particular position, and what are the information we should capture from candidate as well as from position, so that we know that this position requires certain skill sets and the candidate is having certain skill sets. If that matches, then we schedule the interview, right? So now, when we schedule the interview, right, what happens? The interview feedback is given, right? Right or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So we need to capture the interview feedback as well in some place. Now discuss among yourself in interview feedback, what are the things should be captured? So it's an open forum. So please discuss among yourself. Please speak up. Discuss and build this application.
So in Shan, you want like an interview feedback, what all records needs to be captured?
Yes.
Okay. Mm. I don't know, email should be there or not.
It can be there. I guess candidate's resume.
In feedback? The interviewer. Inter- I don't know. I am misspelling it. Doing name.
Yeah.
So which one is the HR name?
HR would be like who is like who's like somebody who's like who's doing the screening process, and name will be the person who's like maybe like you had like a technical round, and like they are
Okay.
providing their
Okay.
feedbacks.
Okay.
Maybe like a can I don't know, like candidate, nothing needs to be there, like that needs to be inputted from the candidate, right, on the screen, because it's just like an feedback.
Yeah.
Can a candidate
Yeah.
give like a feedback at the end, right? Like how was
Yes.
it?
See, whenever the candidate appears for any interview, whether it's level 1 first round, second round, third round, fourth round, in each and every round, one feedback is given. Based on that, we say the candidate has cleared first round or he was not able to clear the first round or second round, whatever round. So that's we need to capture, right? The
Yeah.
feedback from round one, and there could be any kind of feedback. If there is technical position, like if it is for Salesforce admin or Salesforce developer, then the feedback related to Salesforce or his technical capability will be captured, right? So there are a number of things which we need to capture. So we need to discuss what are the things we should consider for the feedback. And those informations will be captured as a feedback.
Right, but like Shan, like how you're saying, because right now we are not sure, right, like whether it's what position basically that is. So we are just keeping it general, like like a column which would be there like just for feedback, so which can carry any amount of feedback into it, right? Like there could be subcategories to this field, like in if it's like a technical round, like then there will can have be like multiple technical rounds, and in that case this feedback field can be like basically subdivided, like how you are saying, right? Like in every round there
Yeah.
is a
So
feedback that's generated.
use a separate column, a new column.
Oh,
Yeah, and write feedback and capture some of the fields like they give feedback, like the rating you can say, right? They give rating, right? 1 to
right,
10 or whatever, and out of which they give some 10 ratings. Then they give feedback like his communication is poor, right? They give rejection remarks, selection remarks, they give, right?
right,
So that we need to capture. So what that could be, as I was saying, selection remark. So that there could be one field selection remark, rejection remark, right? And the rating. So similar to that, you need to think what are the things we can give as a feedback, because interviewer is going to take his first round. He will take the interview, then what he will do? He will pass the feedback to the HR. whether it's positive or negative, right? So the feedback which is being provided, that gets captured in the system, and that circulates from the interviewer to the HR. If he clears, then HR consider the feedback and then schedules the next round of interview. Now there is one more thing happens, like if the candidate is rejected, then the rejection mail is sent to the candidate. It happens.
Right.
Yeah.
So we need to write down or note down all the points. What are the things can happen? Because we are going to build an application. So what are the functionality my application can have? That should be written down somewhere. So think about it, discuss among yourselves.
So as per Shan said, I guess there is like a rating that he said, and then there's communication feedback. If it's a technical round, then there can be like a technical knowledge rating that can be there. And then if it's like management, so then management role kind of skills, if like the person possesses
Mhm.
or not. And then the email that he was talking about, like if it's a yes or a no email that needs to be triggered.
Okay.
Mhm. What else do you guys think, like for feedback, like what it can have? I don't know, like sometimes they are like, we can have like another round of interview. Does that comes under this, like when they are like, oh, we might like
Yeah, it can be.
because
Yeah, another round, yes, we need to capture the
Can
feedback.
be. Yeah.
the communication skill, like they check other that's interpersonal skills, or like like team building, team something,
Mhm.
team skill, teamwork.
Yeah, you can mention anything. They also do in certain organizations, there is group discussion, right? GD.
Yeah, GD,
GD rounds.
GD, GD review. Like if it's a technical round, that can be comes under technical knowledge ratings as well. That's fine.
Yeah.
Then there's communication, there is management for that specific role. Email trigger, we did. Another round is needed, we did. Teamwork skill, we checked. GD review. Um, it should not contain somebody's name, right? Like from the employer side, that should not be there.
That's your
Yeah.
application. So you need to think and you need to put whether you want to give this functionality or not.
Like what person basically uh, oh, you know what, like it can, because that's basically an employer's system only. So it can have the like who took the technical round, their names, so that it's there. Like if that person needs to be contacted from the HR team, they can check. Right, Shah?
See, discuss among yourself. I'll be there, and you should discuss among yourself. Then only the outcome will come, right? Because if you guys don't discuss among yourself, this is one thing. Just now you have written this group discussion, right? GD,
Right.
you have written,
GD review,
but you are
right?
not doing group discussion. You are discussing with me. So discuss among yourself.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, should we write the employer name as well for the HR portal that we are creating for the feedback process?
Like feedback is being sent by the interviewer to HR, right?
Yeah. So
So
the name should be populated. Like, that's basically like an online thing, right?
mhm.
Like, this will not be visible to the, or according to me, should be there.
So I
Okay.
guess instead of just like mentioning interviewer name, we can do the whole details of interviewer.
All details,
Yeah, like if let's say there are 2 or 3 interviewee.
department, into a name, department,
Yeah,
and position.
yeah.
Yeah. Should the HR name also should come? Or that's not needed. The HR person is basically seeing it.
Yeah, I don't think it's needed.
I don't know anything else, guys. I was thinking like, like how GD rounds are there. There's also like technical rounds. So, but like in technical knowledge rating, that can be covered, right? If like that round is there. So, or there should be like a separate one. Like this can be like the interviewer's point of view. And then there is like, like if you're like going for like a coding thing,
Like
and then you
that
have like,
it will then depend on the different post.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Right now in a general feedback, we can only mention these things if it's like for let's say a developer. we can provide different feedback, like how much he's having a knowledge of one particular language and a particular study, let's say.
Yeah, that is what. Name of the candidate. Yeah. Mm. Name of candidate, email.
Let's say detail all the details of candidate.
All the details of the candidate.
Yeah, nothing. I was just summarizing on like name, email, and the details about candidate into a single one.
Yeah, let's keep it different, like separate, and then I don't know, like maybe further we can. But I guess that's fine, like name and email and phone number for like,
Yeah.
contacting, like, if you're sending an acceptance or rejection email,
Mhm.
that should be fine. Right?
Yes.
Like you basically, for that you need, like if HR needs to contact. I guess that's all right.
Yeah, for a general one, yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Tanu, any other point that you feel? Okay, yeah, I guess then Shan, that's what we have come up with.
Okay. Now you have got feedback, right? And you have got candidate
Right, Shan.
information.
Yeah, we got the candidate information, then the processes that we want, then the job vacancy thing we did.
Correct.
We did the like interview feedback kinda, and then we did just the feedback.
Correct. So you guys are able to understand what are the things will be there, how the application will function, right? How it will
Yeah.
be used, right? You are going to have a position first, right? Which will contain the details about position, right? What skill sets it requires, where it is located, right? And it also contains budget, the min pay or max pay kind of thing. The position title we can also mention. Is it for developer or admin or any other resources, right? And whenever any position is gets listed, prior to that, there are many discussions which happens. Like the position is for whose team, right? There is someone who is looking for a candidate. He is called hiring manager, right? The hiring manager looks for certain candidates who should have certain capabilities, right? Certain skill sets they should have. Then he says to HR that I need a candidate with so and so capabilities, so and so skill sets. This should be the experience which he should have in these areas, and I need it in a week of time or in a month of time or whatever time he gives, right? The timeline is given that we need the candidate in next 1 month or something, right? And he also gives the budget, mean pay, max pay, right? My budget is uh, $10,000 to $20,000. So the position details are being created as a position, and once recruiter, the HR, the recruiter gets those informations, he or she starts searching for the right candidate. That means whose skill sets and experience matches to the requirement of the position, right? Right or not?
Yeah, right.
Then there are candidates. So there are two things. One is when you create your profile in any job portal, one thing is you can see the open positions for which you apply, as well as the recruiters can also see the candidate directly, the candidate's detail directly. Yes or no? You must have seen your profile appeared or your name appeared in X searches. Did you get those notifications? And did you ever encounter to the scene where the HR or recruiter is directly calling you without your applying? Is is it something which happened that you did not apply for any position, but the HR called you that we have so and so position open? Would you be interested? Did you get any kind of call?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. So without applying, how it happens? Because the recruiter searched for certain skill sets and your profile matched to those skill sets. That's why you get a call or an email from the HR, and then it gets processed, right? So the position contained your budget, your location, right? And roles and responsibility. What are the roles and responsibility the candidate should have when he is being hired? So there are many things which happens and many things which can should be considered. Then when we talk about candidate, what are the information? Because it will be as a record, right? The position is nothing but a record in the system. Candidate is nothing but a record. Feedback is nothing but a record, right? So when we talk about candidate, we check about what are the qualification, means educational qualification I'm talking about, the experience, the skill sets, right? He is having, and their personal informations like SSN or passport or any other information is being captured, right? And once the recruiter and candidate discuss and agree, then the recruiter schedule the first round of interview. That happens, right? The first round of interview gets scheduled and the interviewer takes the interview. And after the interview, he provides the feedback. Based on the feedback, the recruiter either sends the rejection mail or he schedules the next round of the interview. Right? Based on rejection in any round, the candidate will receive the rejection mail. And based on selection in any round, the next round will be scheduled and until he clears the final round. And once he clears the final round, his selection mail or welcome mail is being sent, right? So these all things happens in a general scenario when any company tries to recruit anyone. Okay, so from next class, we will start building the application in Salesforce. Meanwhile, you guys can look into it because this is called requirement gathering or discovery phase. Please go through SDLC, software development lifecycle, what software development lifecycle is and how the companies follow this. Okay, so this is the initial phase, which is called requirement gathering or discovery phase in software industry. And then from next class onwards, we will start development phase. Design and development, you can say. So any query, any doubt so far?
No doubt from my end, sir.
Anyone else has any doubt, any query?
No, sir.
Jerry, Rodolph, or Colma. Any doubt, Frankie? Any guys?
No.
Okay, I think we are good, right?
Okay, guys. So today I'll stop here, and you guys can think about it. You guys can discuss about it, and then from next class we will start developing this application. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sure.
And
Okay.
guys, make use of WhatsApp and this chat group as a proper platform to discuss all the things, whatever the doubts you have, or if you guys have any kind of query with respect to the Salesforce, just put that query and other people can like resolve that one or maybe can answer that queries, right? So please make sure on daily basis you learn and you do research of your own also, right? Because in that case you might have some certain questions during the session, you can ask those questions.
Okay.
Okay, sure, got it.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for
All right.
joining today's
Thank
session.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.